The unexamined life is not worth living. Yes, it is. I was thinking about just coming on here and just doing like WWE reviews. Like, because like WWE reviews would just be easy because I would just be like coming on and, he fireman carried him and he like, the guy just like picked him up on his back, like fireman carried, just like moved his little, just like moved around like he was born with some kind of condition or something, like just like crab walked over, and then he just went bloop, like dipped his head, threw the guy into the stands. The guy goes whoa, right into the stands, and I don't know. WWE reviews would be pretty entertaining on YouTube, but I think there's bigger issues probably to talk about than than WWE maybe. So I just figured I would talk about this saying that goes around sometimes. It's called the unexamined life is not worth living, right? And so the allegory that's commonly used, or the like the logic and the happenstance is usually used as like people are like, okay, well, you take this guy, this blind guy that's not really blind. He's just like blind in the sense that like, he's been in a cave for a year, and like the cave is pitch black dark. It's like the darkness is about as big as this screen, right? And you put this dude in a cave, right? And he doesn't have like any food. He doesn't have like much water. He's like going insane and doing the beep bop boop because of like a lack of sensory experience. Like if you are locked in like a cave or like a soundproof room, then it's going to be harder for you to maintain your sanity because of the decibel levels. So this dude is in a cave, right? Yeah, I'm getting off track. This dude is in a cave, right? So basically, the allegory that's used for this saying that uh, the unexamined life is not worth living is the sense that um, you know he basically, all of his life experience has just been in this cave. So like he doesn't understand WWE because he hasn't watched it in a little bit, and he doesn't understand any other like super tough sport. Like he doesn't understand because like wrestling is underrated. You know what I'm saying? Like wrestling is hard on the body. Like if you're a wrestler, then if you're a wrestler, then it's tough on your body. Like a lot of a lot of it comes with like opioid addictions, and like a lot of these guys just have real big problems just maintaining, and also like the body shaming and the transformations that they have to go through in terms of their physical stature to impress and uh, perform this bravado of excitement for the crowds and for what everyone wants to see. And so, anyway, okay, yeah, this dude's in a cave, right? And so the cave, um, basically, his only experiences have been inside of this cave. So he basically, once he's left the cave is I guess an allegory, or I wouldn't say synonym, but it's like the cave is an example of ignorance, right? Like somebody's living in a cave, they're living in ignorance, and that's sort of the the logic behind this whole like the unexamined life is not worth living. And so there was basically another dude that came along, and he basically said that um, you know that's not true because like the unexamined life is worth living because basically there's two distinctions. You have like on the one hand, you have, is the unexamined life worth living? And then on the other hand, you have, ought the unexamined life be worth living? And so those are two distinct, thought forms, right? So like you can ask, like, is the sky blue? Okay, is the sky blue? And then ought the sky be blue, right? And so it's the same thing with this moral question: is the unexamined life is worth living? Um, I'll just say that um, because uh, decisions, like judgment and these types of things are, they're not rational, right? Nobody rationally judges something. Uh, Judgment and basically justice and all these things are basically, they're a lot of it is cultural phenomenon. Um, like different types of people have different um, things based on, like like punishment. Like some people, like for example, like in California, right? Some people are like on death row for like like 60 years, and they've cost the taxpayers like tens of millions of dollars, just to basically keep them alive and keep them through the appeals process and keep them through just all of the bureaucracy and the silliness that it takes to basically keep somebody in that condition for so long. So basically, what I'm saying is that like judgment is not rational, and living is not rational. Life is not rational, and so therefore, the unexamined life is worth living. It's worth living. And so, I don't know. With that being said, um, I hope somebody else can step up to the plate and do WWE reviews. Um, WWE reviews are necessary for our functioning, and that's about all. So I'll see you guys later, man. Bye bye.